Okay. Right then, Mariann. So that's now recording. So we're going to have a quick professional discussion, and it's going to be centered around a little bit. It's going to be centered around organisational culture and strategy, with particular reference to operational management. And we're also going to touch upon a little bit of problem solving as well, and where you've shown agility in difficult situations to overcome situations. So, okay. My first question, Mariann, would be with regard to operational management. Can you think of any examples where you've had to communicate or deliver operational strategy to your team? How have you gone about that? What was included within the process?
Well, like what popped in my mind, like as recently I've been promoted, so now I'm the manager of my team.
Yeah.
And I was not really happy with the daily, nightly rotation as it's been built up.
Okay.
As I was a supervisor within this team for almost 2 years, I know very well each team members, and I know that they struggling in certain areas, so they need more training, but I never had chance really, because I always stuck in the control room. So since I started at the beginning of April, like I changed a few things on the rotation, meaning like cut down some patrols, and I rather put down some training slots with myself.
Okay. Yeah, excellent.
So yeah, because some of us need some improvement in their knowledge, site knowledge, and on the system as well, in the control room or on the positions. So now I have a chance to training with the guys, and hopefully within a few weeks we can show some improvement. Okay. And they more confident as well. I'm more happy.
Okay, excellent. So what you've done there from an operational perspective is you've identified an area that you felt needed improving. So you've created a strategy to give the guys more training, to kind of upskill them, to get operations to a level that you were happy with. And you've also been able to deliver against those operational plans by implementing and using time management to have training with yourself. So that's a really good example, Mariann. So you've understood how it's developed. You've identified that it needed changing. You've identified what you were going to do about it, and you've conducted plans and kind of executed those plans to make sure that strategy was put into place and followed through. So really good.
I have kind of, let's say, a power to do that, because before it was not up to me. It's always up to the managers really, what they're doing and how they're doing their shift. So now I have availability to do it. Hopefully it's going to be good on the team and overlook the whole building.
It is. So that also covers a little bit of team building and building a high performance team and knowing their strengths and weaknesses, and working and coaching with guys, developing strategy as a team, but also helping them as individuals, coaching them as individuals. So that's a really good example.
I sat down one by one individually, and I ask which area they struggle, what they need more help, if anything can do to make them come to site happier and to feel as a team, part of the team. This is how we start, and we're doing the process, and hopefully, as I said, within a few weeks, months, we're gonna see the results as well. I'm sure we will.
Yeah, excellent. Really good. Okay, my next question, Mariann, is to do with this little bit of problem solving, and where you've demonstrated agility, so kind of quick thinking on the job, where you've had to react to something and maintain and identify the needs of the business and make sure that those are maintained, so to make sure the job gets done. So can you think of any examples where you've had to be kind of innovative or enterprising when creating solutions to a problem in work at all?
Yeah, sure. It's like mostly every day we need to be struggling. So time to time we need to change the rotation, but like a specific one what happened recently, and it just happened after I got promoted. So the whole responsibility was on my shoulders, really. That 2 weeks ago or so, we received a suspect package. So one company received a letter. As they opened up, a white powder came out. So until we don't know what is it, we need to treat it as like the highest threat, like anthrax.
Yeah.
So, and on that specific day, the head of security was on annual leave. So it was only Dennis, myself, and of course the guards and the building manager, Zoe. So, but because Dennis also get infected on this package and on the floor, but they opened out the letter, we had to lock him into the mailroom. So it's only the building manager, Zoe, and myself left available. Yeah. And we basically needed to lock the mailroom completely and the corridor, but leading to the mailroom, so nobody can affected by the powder, or we had to suspect it as an anthrax powder. We had to call the police. Yeah. And because we had to block the corridor and the mailroom, obviously I lost a lot of staff, mailroom operatives, security. So we had to quickly rearrange the rotation. So some people unfortunately lost their break, or they had to stand more, because we need to cover these positions until police arrived. And thank Lord they confirmed it's not anthrax, it's just a silly joke from someone. So it was nothing serious, but it was an hour, half an hour period which seriously affected on our shift. So
of course, so you had to react to quite a problem, what could have been quite a very serious problem. And you
units of police.
Yeah. So you still had to keep the mail room accessible, and staff had to keep working. So you had to basically pool resources to make sure that the needs of the business were put first and were able to continue, even though you were also dealing with a bit of a crisis situation.
We needed to do everything what is not affected on business. So the tenants notice like anything. It's not going to be, panic. So business as usual, but on the background we had to deal with a serious incident, if I can put it that way.
Wow. Okay. No problem. Okay, that was a really good answer,